Hello. Over the past few days, I have been asked a repeating question from those who I talk to online. One of them came in via email. And the question is, how is it throughout my day-to-day life do I stay self-attentive? And it's a fantastic question because in the original teachings of Ramana Maharshi and self-inquiry, he didn't say it was a sitting, eyes closed in silence meditation. He said it was meant to be just turning your attention throughout the day back onto yourself. Well, there becomes a problem there, because if you don't know what self is to turn your attention back onto, you're going to try to use your mind to drum up what you think awareness is or beingness or self is, and that's not going to get you anywhere because self is not an object in which your mind can turn its attention to. I want to share with you the answer while I am reading a response that Ramana Maharshi gave to a gentleman by the name of Fred Humphry in around 1916 into Fred's same question. And I'm going to read it off my computer here, but the response was, "The phenomena we see are curious and inspiring, but the most marvelous thing of it all that we do not recognize is that there is one and one only immutable force that is responsible for all the phenomena we see and the act of our seeing them. Do not fix your attention on these changing things of life, death, and phenomena. Do not think of even the act of seeing them or perceiving them, but only that which sees all things." And I'm going to pause there for a minute. He repeats over and over in this response these three words, that which sees. And what does he mean by that? He means the presence of being. The presence of awareness is the one immutable force that sees all. It is that which is seeing. It is the platform in which all of the phenomena is playing out on, and it's the phenomena itself. It, that which sees, the presence of being, is all. It's the one. It's the only one. And even the act, like I mentioned, the act of seeing is it. So that which is responsible for it all. This will seem nearly impossible at first, but by degrees the result will be felt. So what does he mean by that? The more you turn your attention back onto yourself, the more you will experience the qualities of self. And I know I haven't gotten to the answer yet on how that's done, but let me get through this. It takes years of steady daily practice, but that is how a master is made. And you can take a lot of time off of that by sitting in silence and self-inquiry and experiencing yourself directly in that silent, aware state. Give yourself a quarter an hour a day. Keep your eyes open and try to keep the mind unshakenly fixed on that which sees. Okay, I'm going to pause here. This is where it just doesn't work if you don't understand that which sees. This is why self-inquiry is so important here. Your mind can never, ever get that which sees. The only chance that you have to understand what Ramana Maharshi is saying here is that you need to sit in silence with your eyes closed and self-investigate what being is, or what the experience of being is, the experience of presence, the experience of awareness. You'll never, ever understand what it is if you don't do this. You'll never understand that which sees. And this is it. This is the answer. Because once you understand that which sees, now when you're out in your day-to-day life, you know what to turn your attention to because you're experiencing it. You can't get around self-inquiry. Face that. Face that. Even Ramana said, this is the only path to self-realization. And I know that's an absolute path. And the ego does not like the absolute. But it's the absolute of you. It's not the absolute of anything else. It's not the absolute of some other teacher. It's not the absolute of some religion. It's not the absolute of spirituality. It's not the absolute of science. It's the absolute of you. Let that soak in. If you really want the answer to this question, then you have to turn within. It is inside yourself. Do not expect to find that is something definite on which the mind can be fixed easily. It will not be so. Like I just said, your mind can't get this. So don't expect it to. You can only get this by experiencing it directly in silence. Though it takes years to find that, the results of this concentration will soon show themselves in 4 or 5 months' time in all sorts of unconscious clairvoyance, in peace of mind, in power to deal with troubles, in power all around, always unconscious power. And what he means by unconscious power is it's unconscious to the mind. It's consciousness itself. The power of consciousness is coming through you, and the mind can't understand consciousness, and that's why the mind calls it unconscious power. I have given you this teaching in the same words as the masters give it to their intimate disciples. From now onward, let your whole thought and meditation not be on the act of seeing or on what you see, but immovably on that which sees. Right there, he's saying, turn within and never turn your attention away from your being, from awareness, from that which sees. So if you really want to know how to apply this in your day-to-day life and experience this in your day-to-day life, you first have to understand what this means. What is this experience of being? And once you do, it will present itself in a presence that you can always turn your attention to. You will see that it's always here with you, regardless of the circumstances you're experiencing in your day. Just a reminder, you can ask questions below or shoot me an email, or I give free one-on-one sessions if you're interested in that. I hope this helped. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.